Mark, first of all, congratulations on your new book, 101 Lessons They Never Taught You in College. Your first book, actually the first book authored by one of the Taylor managing partners, so no pressure on us, okay? Maybe I'll do a photography book, a lot less words, that'll be a lot easier. But seriously, congratulations. You know, I want to ask you, first of all, you're like one of the busiest people I know, so where did you find the time to write this book? But more importantly, where did you find the inspiration for this book?
You know, I'm fortunate, since I have partners like you, that I have the chance to go teach once in a while. So for the last 4 or 5 years, I've taught at Rutgers University, I've taught PR courses, communications courses, and after every class, there are questions about how do I get experience? How do I secure an internship? How do I write my resume? How do I network? And they just over and over and over. And I realized at that point, there's no one teaching a course on these very important things, you know, to help students transition from college to a career. And I just kept jotting them down over the last 3 or 4 years, kept jotting them down, and then eventually I said, you know, these are all kind of answers to the questions, but they're really lessons. And so I started gathering them as these lessons.
And you're one of the great note takers I've ever met.
Yes.
So this probably was a lot easier for you than most people. Now the book is clearly geared toward college students or young people who are mapping out their professional career, whether it's in public relations or other disciplines. But the great thing about this book is that whether you are a college student or a young professional or a grizzled veteran like me, there are a lot of great insights and takeaways that I think apply to just about anybody. So is there one or two you can point out that I think are relevant to anybody, whether you're at the arc of your professional career or just starting out?
Yeah, you know, it's funny. The early reviews have come in, and I've gotten those calls and those emails from folks who've been out of school for 10, 12, 15 years, the same thing. Since the book has been out for a week or so, I'm getting similar questions, and it's just reinforcing that, you know, this was a great idea because the questions are still coming from the students every day.
Yeah. Is there one or two that kind of maybe that kind of stand out that you'd like to share that is relevant to anybody who reads this book?
I think the book ends. Lesson 1, success is a marathon, and lesson 101, be a student for life. You know, those apply to anyone, right? It's you know, success doesn't come and go in a day or a week or a month. You know, you and I have been around for a long time, and it's that consistency. It's that day in, day out approach. And then the last one, 101, you know, be a student for life. The day you graduate, you know, your education doesn't stop there. It actually begins. So now you have the chance to create your own curriculum, your own syllabus. You know, read every day, be cultured, go to events,
ask questions,
be curious.
Yes.
Your education actually begins the day you graduate, and I write in there that you now get to create your own syllabus. You now get to create your own curriculum. It could have guest lectures, it could have discussion boards, it could have none of that. But it really starts the day you graduate. So, you know, be a student for life, and that applies to all of us.
There was a blog in PR Week today from a graduating senior at the University of Maryland, and she talked about things that are most important for employers, what they look for in a prospective hire. And one of the things she mentioned really was overarching was respect. Is this an individual who is going to respect the workplace, respect their colleagues, and use that respect to help drive other positive qualities? Is there a lesson in the book that sort of relates to that?
Yeah, there is actually. There's one, it's called Work Hard and Be Nice. And the idea is, and we know this, Brian, from our years at Taylor, is you know, we're all working hard. We all want to succeed. We all want to achieve great things. But along the way, you got to be collaborative. You've got to be nice. You got to be respectful to each other. And if you aren't, eventually it's just not going to work. So it's about being team first, about being nice. Doesn't mean being soft, but being nice, being collaborative, being a team player.
Now, I'm sure when you finished the book, you probably started seeing and hearing things that you wish you include in the book. So is there a volume 2 in the works right now?
I think to your point, the second I finished, all of a sudden I'm adding more. But the funny thing is, as I was writing it, my goal was to get to 100. And you know, those first 20 or 30 came pretty quickly. 50, 60, 70 took a while. And I got done and I sent it to the editor. And as I sent it, I realized, actually, I wrote 101. I accidentally wrote one extra. And the editor said, it's perfect. 101 makes a lot more sense than just 100, especially when you talk about college courses and things. So yeah, there's already probably another 10 that have been written since this was published.
All right. Well, we really encourage everybody to pick up and read 101 Lessons They Never Taught You in College, available on Amazon. Mark, congratulations once again, and good luck with the book.
Thank you very much, Brian.